Well, hello guys. I am so proud to let you know that I had a call yesterday going back to the Westin Lake Hotel, Spa, and Resort. Okay, so the first time I was there in order to be interviewed by the general manager, and then right after that, he wanted me to go back there after 2 hours in order to meet also the other manager, and then finally I was also called again to go back there today at 10 a.m. in order to meet the executive chef. Okay, so I actually applied to be the food and beverage manager, and just like I told you guys, I've been going around, I've been running around just to make sure that I would be able to find at least the kind of passion and the kind of position that I really wanted, which is to become a manager, okay, of a certain hotel. So, but in the meantime, of course, you've seen me working at different places, being a chef, executive chef, sous chef, or whatever it is. So, I finally got rid of all those jobs, both, from Amano and Azura, because I really wanted to have a free time in order to go around and find the real job that I really wanted. So this is it. I hope this is gonna be it. Okay, so I just have to have my fingers crossed. Then hopefully, I have gone this far, so hopefully I'm really gonna get the job, and that's gonna be the end of my search. Okay, so, and of course it's gonna be a different destination, or it's gonna be a different adventure of my life, being the F&B manager of Westin Lake Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Alright, so wish me luck, guys. Alright, so it's driving time. It takes about 30 minutes to go there. Sometimes it takes more than that. But right now, as I can see on my navigator, it's actually about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm nervous and excited. I'm more nervous because I'm so excited more than the interview, because I've gone this far, meaning to say there's a possibility that I would be able to get the job. All right. All right, I finally got here at the Westin Lake Hotel Resort and Spa. I'm here about like 9:39, so, or 9:40. It's much better to be earlier than late, so I am 20 minutes earlier. So that's something that the general manager also told me last time. He said that in terms of my punctuality, in terms of the way I dress and the way I presented myself, for an executive type of position, it is really better that you really have to dress for the job. So I'm so glad. He really appreciated the fact that I came early and I was on time when I was already right there, just right in front of the desk, because he told me that around 11, and then I just have to let the front desk know that I was already there, and then they call them and stuff like that. So for me, professionalism, that is really the key if you are really serious about a certain job. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of job. Professionalism, punctuality, you really have to be on time, or even earlier than the time that you are actually scheduled. So I always wanted to make sure that I am that kind of person. And if ever that there would be times, or there will be a time that I won't be able to make it at the right time, and then of course courtesy is really very important. Courtesy of a call, or something that would really let them know that you are going to be late or whatever. So on that kind of situation. All right, so I just have to kill a little bit of time right here. I'm so glad, because when they told me that I was invited to come here for another interview for the third time, and finally that's gonna be the executive chef. So meaning to say, I'm right on top. So, I mean, if it's going to be my lucky day, and then of course, I'm never going to forget this moment because for me, it's really a dream come true. I have waited for this moment in order to be able to get this job and in order to be able to get this kind of position and with this kind of location, and of course with this kind of establishment, a hotel, resort, and spa. Okay, so thank you, Lord, because you have taken me to the right place, because I know that there is going to be a right place for me, and that was the reason why you took me to the places where I would say not the wrong places, but sometimes like you just have to get to some places in order to learn, in order to get educated or whatever. So for me, I mean, those experiences really got me to where I am right now, and which I believe that they were really meant for a reason. Okay, so thank you, Lord, and God bless us, mga anak. Okay, we're here right now at the washroom, just chilling for a few more minutes before I go to the front desk. Okay, just finished my interview right now. I mean, it was quite tough. It's not the typical questions that you usually get from other interviewers, but it's more on the personal side of me or whatever, to let him know who I am. But for me, I felt so comfortable because for me, it is just based on what you see on YouTube, like the typical questions and answers. I mean, for me, it's like I was already like and over exaggerated kinds of questions and answers. So I'm so glad, at least I was able to deliver myself in a way that he was able to get to know me pretty well in terms of my experiences, in terms of my background, in terms of who I am, or in terms of what I really want to go to. Okay, so that was the reason why I was just very, very honest. I was just very humble enough. I didn't say that, hey, I'm now the best or whatever. But, for me, it's like getting to a hotel or a resort like this is a different kind of level. And that's the reason why I just had to be humble that, I mean, this going to be my first time in this kind of level, and I'm really willing to learn, and I'm really willing to move forward and experience more of what I should need to to experience or to be able to learn in terms of the kind of position that I was actually applying for. Because sometimes, like, I mean, that position is very, very typical unless you were actually assigned to a certain place where it has a total atmosphere, is a different kind of level of management. So I mean, there are some places where it would say general manager or just a manager or whatever, but it depends on what kind of establishment. It depends of how big is that business or hotel or resort. So this is a really very big hotel, and I am sure that for them to decide who they're going to get, and I'm sure that they're really going to go through a very, very difficult process in terms of the person that they are going to get, it skills wise or experience wise, or the managerial capacity or capability wise. And I just hope that I do have that kind of skill set and that kind of experience and that kind of capacity. Okay, but I mean, motivation wise, I am really very motivated, and in terms of getting this job, I mean, I've been so aggressive, I've been so patient in order to be able to get to this kind of opportunity. So I've gone this far. I just have to wait, for them to really figure out, or for them to finalize whatever whoever's going to get the job. So I did that to it. Oh my God. I just have to wish, I just have to hope that I'm gonna get it very, very soon. Okay. So I'm going home now. I just hope that I got it. It's quite an experience, really. I mean, this journey is really not easy, but as long as you just keep on going until you get it, you get the part. It's just like auditioning, like a showbiz. It's quite, a journey. Sometimes it's quite frustrating, but sometimes you just you just have to keep going. So like I said, I'm already immune to rejection, so as long as you know how to take the rejections, you know how to handle yourself, and it doesn't affect you emotionally, physically, mentally, that's all that matters. Okay, life goes on, and it's just up to the Lord right now who's going to make a decision, because I know that if it's really meant for you, it's meant for you, and if not, then you just have to go and find another luck somewhere else. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to drive back home.